Welcome to Education Express, my dear friends. We are doing a chapter on congruency and we are doing from Salina publication textbook 9A exercise. Move on to question number 3. Now when you read question number 3, they have given us a circle. AB is the chord. OP is parallel to AB, perpendicular to AB. That means OP is perpendicular to AB. This is given to us, that means this is 90. What we have to prove? We have to prove that AP equals to PB. How do we do? So answer would be solution. Join, of course, AO and OB. Perfect. So that we get two different triangles. So now, in triangle AOP and triangle BOP, can you make out? What are the guesses? Sir, radii of the same circle. Sir, this would be the common side and this is 90 degree. Absolutely right. Three things which are obvious is given to us. So out of these three things, if you see the order, I can tell you that this is right angle, this is hypotenuse and this is any one relevant side. So it will be RHS test. Let's go in that order. RHS test. So can I say angle OPA will be equal to angle OPB. Reason? Sir, each angle is 90 degree. Absolutely perfect. What about the second reason? Sir, can I say hypotenuse side, that means AO, side AO equals to side OB. Any reason? So it is a radii of same circle. Absolutely correct. What about the third part? So as far as third part is concerned, we already have side OP equals to OP, which is common side. Oh yes. So all the three obvious reasons for the triangle to be proved congruent are available with us. So let us say that triangle OPA will be congruent to triangle OPB by RHS test of congruency. As a result of which, can I say, because since we know that this is an angle, what about this side, angle side, one more side is left out, which is side AP will be equal to side PB. Reason? Sir, corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. So, by CPCTC, I can prove that AP equals to PB. With this, we have already proved what was expected out of the question, hence proved. So my dear friend, it was a very simple question. Move on to question number 4. They are saying that in triangle ABC, so I have drawn triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, D is a midpoint of BC. Since in triangle ABC, so this is my triangle ABC, D is a midpoint of BC, so these two sides are going to be equal because D is a midpoint. What does midpoint do? So midpoint will divide the side into two equal parts. Midpoint will divide the side into two equal parts. For example, if this is a triangle and if this is midpoint, then this point M will divide AB into two equal parts. But that is the only role of midpoint. So over here, D is a midpoint. So fantastic. Triangle ABC is available with us. This is triangle ABC. D is a midpoint. Now what they are saying? AD is produced. So we are extending AD till point E such that AD equals to DE. Now this information is given to us in the question. So my dear friends, if you see, this is the diagram. Triangle ABC, D is a midpoint, so these two are equal, and AD is produced till E, so this is point E, such that AB equals to DE. Now what they expect us? They want to prove that triangle ABD, that is ABD, is congruent to triangle ECD. So what I am going to do? I am going to join so this is my point E. I am going to join EC. So solution, join EC. Now in triangle ABD and triangle DEC. Let us see what are the obvious thing. First thing, so we can easily see that this side is equal to this side is equal to this side, and sir, this angle and this angle will be equal because of vertically opposite angle. Two things were obvious. This we found out. Three things are available: side, angle, side. So you can easily prove. Take in that order only. Side AD, side AD is equal to side DE. Any reason? Yes, given in the question. Second point. Why it is given in the question? So it was given to us that AD equals to DE. Second point, angle. Which angle? Say angle D. So you write ADB. Angle ADB is equal to angle EDC. EDC. We have already discussed about vertically opposite angles. Point number 3. So BD. Side BD is equal to side DC. Why? So simple reason that D is midpoint. Yes, D is the midpoint of DC. So all the reasons we have mentioned. So now we can say that triangle ADB, that means triangle, or you can say ADB is congruent to triangle A corresponds to E. So of course yes, CD. Hence proved. This is what they have asked and this is what they have proved. We have proved. What are they asking then? This is the first part of it. Second part, they are asking that show that AB equals to EC. Friends, it is just merely corresponding parts of congruent triangle. So can I say yes, AB will be equal to EC. Reason, corresponding parts of congruent triangle. So second part is also proved. What else they are asking us? So they are asking us show that AB and EC are parallel. My dear friends, if I have to prove that AB and EC are parallel, then I may have to prove this angle is equal to this angle. Because if these two angles are equal, then we can say that sir, by converse of alternate angles, they can act as an alternate angle. Therefore, these two lines will be parallel. Absolutely, sir. Sir, but then we can write no, because these two triangles are congruent. Triangle 1 and triangle 2 are congruent. Since the triangles are congruent and one-to-one correspondence is known to us, we know that B will be equal to C. So we can simply say, so angle ABD, that means angle ABD is equal to angle DCE. Angle DCE. Any reason? CPCTC. Yes. But, continue from here. Point number 7. But, these are alternate angles. Therefore, by converse of alternate angles for parallel lines, what do we say? AB would be parallel to EC. Hence proved. So my dear friends, since we have proved that this angle is equal to this angle and these angles are nothing but an alternate angle. Remember, I have told you Z will be formed. So you see this angle is equal to this angle. Perfect Z is formed. Therefore the lines would be parallel. With this, question number 3 and question number 4 comes to an end. Let us move on to question number 5. If you look at question number 5, the information given is we have a triangle ABC, means triangle ABC is given. Also, angle B is equal to angle C. This information is also given to us in the question. So we have a triangle ABC, angle B is equal to angle C. What we have to prove? We have to prove that perpendicular from midpoint of BC. So we need to find out the midpoint of BC. Let us say M is the midpoint. Solution. Let M be the midpoint of BC. Since M is the midpoint of BC, so BM will be equal to MC. Fine. What you have to prove? Prove that perpendicular from midpoint of BC. So perpendicular from this point to AB and AC. So from this point, draw perpendicular to AB. So this is perpendicular, let it be X. Even this is perpendicular and let it be Y. So I will say that let MX perpendicular to AB and MY be perpendicular to AC. क्या बोल रहे हो लोग? They are saying that ABC is a triangle. Angle B equals to angle C. This is given to us. What we have to prove? Sir, perpendicular from midpoint of BC. BC, M is the midpoint of BC. यहाँ से perpendicular draw करना है AB पे और perpendicular draw करना है AC पे. कर दिया सर. और अब आगे क्या प्रूव करना है? Perpendicular from midpoint of BC to AB and AC are equal. So we have to prove that, in short, we have to prove that MX is equal to MY. So my dear friends, we have to prove that MX equals to MY. It's a very, very simple question. How? So, in triangle BMX and triangle CMY, what sir has taught you? Whenever we have to prove that the triangles are congruent, what do we have to do? Sir, we will look out for three information that could be obvious or we have to actually find for it. Let us see in case if there is any obvious information. 90-90, it's an obvious information. What about BM equals to MC? It's an obvious information. What about this angle equals to this angle? It's an obvious information. So basically, how many points do you have with respect to obvious information? So 3, 1, 2, 3. Angle, angle, side. Done it. My dear friends, done it. These two triangles can be proved congruent. Once you prove them congruent, automatically XM and MY are the parts of the triangle. There are 6 parts of triangle, 3 sides and 3 angles. And MX and MY are one pair of such part which will be equal. So how do we go about? So first we will take angle X equals to angle Y. Reason each is 90 degree. What about here? So angle B will be equal to angle C. Why? So it's given to us in the question. Fantastic. Third point. So BM, side BM is equal to side MC. Why? Because M is midpoint. Yes. So that means all the 3 ingredients that was required for the purpose of proving that the two triangles. Which two triangle? Triangle XB. So you can say XBM. XBM congruent to triangle YCYCM by AAS test of congruency. So my dear friends, we can easily prove that these two triangles are congruent. How? Angle, 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 angle. So AAS, all done. CPC3, done. First part, prove. My dear friend, as I told you, it's going to be very, very simple. You only need to remember what are the triangles that need to be proved and automatically come to know what are the obvious information and what are the information that we have to find from the given information in the question. Is there any extension to this question? Yes, sir. Then they also say, second part, triangle, what they say? They say triangle ABC is given to us. ABC. Angle B equal to angle C. Perpendicular from B and C. Now perpendicular from B to what? So they are saying that perpendicular from B and C to the opposite side. So perpendicular from B to AC. Perpendicular from C to AB. Alright. So this is the second part of the question. What they are saying. Information given to us. So given that triangle, in triangle ABC, B equals to C. Also it is given to us in my solution. I am erasing this solution, this part of the solution. So the second part that we have to prove, have a look over here because the diagram more or less will remain the same what I have sketched over here. Over here in my solution, let BX be perpendicular to AC and CY be perpendicular to AB. So they is saying that from point B on the opposite side, so BX is perpendicular to AC, similarly CY is perpendicular to AB. This is also given. So perpendicular from B and C to the opposite sides are equal. So what we have to prove? We have to prove, in short, we have to prove that BX equals to CY. So my dear friends, what do we do? Sir, again we can take triangle BYC and triangle BXC. Wonderful. So in triangle BXC, or rather you can first write BYC. So in triangle BYC and triangle BXC, we have identified the triangle. Now let us identify what are the information given to us which are equal. Sir, can I say for this BYC, angle Y is equal to angle X. Any reason? Sir, each is 90. Though I am writing direct shortcut of angles, but whenever you will be writing in the exam, do write the entire name of the angle like angle BYC is equal to angle BXC. That way you need to write. Please make a note of the same. Second one. Sir, can I say this angle B? Because BYC, so angle B is there. So sir, angle B is certainly equal to angle C from this triangle. Wonderful. So B from here is equal to C from here. That is also right. So that means two angles we have already found. Anything else? This is the obvious thing. One unobvious thing is given in case if you could detect. It is side BC which is common to both of them. That means side BC will be a part of this triangle as well as it will be a part of this triangle. You can check it out. When you say BYC, one of the side is BC. When you say BXC, one of the side is BC. Side BC is common to both the triangles. So the third thing that is available with us is side BC equals to side BC. The reason, common side. Absolutely right. And this was given. So my dear friends, can I conclude that triangle? Now one-to-one correspondence you have BY. So BY, last is C, is congruent to triangle CX. So CX, what is left is B by AAS test of congruency. Now, since the triangles have been proved congruent, so you can simply say, okay, so the fifth part would be, we can easily say that BX is equal to YC by CP. And so, hence we have proved what we wanted to. BX is CY. So my dear friends, I have not done anything much. The only thing what I did over here, if you pay attention, is this. It was given to us that in triangle ABC, this angle equals to this angle. Draw perpendicular from this to AC. So let us say this is X. From here also we have to draw perpendicular. So this is Y. Now I just have to prove that BX equals to BY. Since these triangles were available, information is available, we chose these two triangles and then we have proved it. So my dear friends, this was quite simple one. Let's move on to the next one. So guys, look at question number 6. In question number 6, it is given that triangle ABC. So we have a triangle ABC. Perpendicular bisector from A. So if I draw perpendicular bisector, what do you mean by perpendicular bisector? Sir, it will be 90 degree and it will bisect BC. That means if you go to C, point P will divide BC into equal part. So these are going to be the same. Now if you are drawing perpendicular bisector from B, so this is the perpendicular bisector from B to AC. Let us say this is Q. So this is not just 90 because it is a perpendicular, but it is a perpendicular bisector. That means it will divide into two equal parts. Similarly, perpendicular bisector from C. So we have this perpendicular bisector from C. We call it R. So this is not just 90, but again it will divide AB into two equal parts. They all meet at I, as shown in the diagram. So my dear friends, what we have to prove? We have to prove that IA equals to IB equals to IC. The question is very simple and monotonous. Focus on only two things at a time, IA and IB. IA, IB, IC. Any two of them you can choose it. So sir, I choose to take triangle. Which of the triangle you can take? Sir, we can take triangle 1 and triangle 2. Of course, yes. So solution. In triangle IBP and triangle ICP. Tell me guys, what is there? Sir, point number 1. BP, side BP equals to side PC. Right. Why? So P is midpoint. Absolutely right. Why it is a midpoint? Because AP is a perpendicular bisector. Perfect. Absolutely right. Point number 2. So can I say angle P is 90? Wonderful. Angle P equals to angle P. That means each is 90. My dear friend, please do mention the complete name. IPB equals to IPC. Each equals to 90. Point number 3. So can I say IP is equal to IP? Reason? Sir, common side. Beautiful. So sir, triangle IPB is congruent to triangle IPC. Absolutely right. By which test? Sir, side, angle, side. You can check it out. Side, angle, side. Wonderful. This side is equal to this side is equal to this side equals to this side. As explained to you previously in the diagram. Over here, these two sides are same. This is common side and this is the angle. So SAS test. By SAS test of congruency. So then, can I say IB will be equal to IC? Reason CPCTC. Wonderful. Call this as Roman 1. Now what we did to triangle 1 and 2, we are going to do the same thing for triangle 3 and triangle 4. My dear friends, same thing. So similarly, in triangle 3 and triangle 4, please don't write triangle 3 and triangle 4. Please do mention their name. Their name would be ICQ and IAQ. So you can say in triangle IQC and triangle IQA. Point number 1. Same test. So what? Simple. QC will be equal to QA. Reason? Same reason what has been cited over here. Q is the midpoint. After that, sub Q is 90. Over here Q is 90. Reason? Each is 90 degree. After that, IQ equals to IQ. Reason? Sir, common side. Therefore, triangle 3 congruent to triangle 4 by SAS test of congruency. Therefore, my dear friends, IA will be equal to IC. Reason CPCTC. So now Roman 2. Can you see that? Roman 1 states that IB equals to IC. Roman 2 states that IA equals to IC. So IC equals to IA also and IB also. Therefore, from Roman 1 and Roman 2, can we say that IA equals to IB equals to IC, hence proved. So my dear friend, the question was quite simple. It was only and only proving two triangles congruent, and that too, all the obvious things was available to us. If you notice, it was given to us triangle ABC. We have to draw perpendicular bisector from point A, from point B, from point C. Since we know in this triangle, these two sides will be equal because P being the midpoint. Why? Perpendicular bisector. This is 90 and this would be common side. So concentrate on triangle 1 and 2. We got this. 3 and 4. We got this. If you club them together, oh yes, we got it what I want. Alright, let's move on to the next question.